everybody, this is Kettle here. I'm recording over this because there's a band playing, and this is at the Dundalk Heritage Fair. I'm actually going to be a vendor here every year. The vendor fee was about $400 to join. I still actually have made a pretty decent profit, but man, this extreme weather, man, is killing my business. But here I'm using actually Great Western flavors from Great Western. It's a complete mix, and I don't think they have concentrate available, but this is at my restaurant and supply place. I get that container for about $8, so I figured I'd give it a try. I'm actually just gonna start doing away with the Flossine flavors and eventually try to do gourmet. And the reason why I'm gonna start doing gourmet is because at this point I'm getting tired of the inconsistency of the Flossine. Now the Flossine is great for cotton candy mix, but as far as for the flavors go, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't get the fully coat. You'll actually see here. Now, granted, it looks nice, but it's not a full coating, and I'm actually leaning towards doing the commercial kitchen idea where I get the caramelizer in. But the commercial kitchen, man, is so expensive that this is actually pulling me away. So, like, I keep trying to find a low-cost option, finding a church or a VFW, or so that's going to be my plan this year, because my new place actually will not allow me to do any production. So this is some of the roadblocks I'm hitting into. I also need to clean my machine. I'm going to plan on getting a sander from Harbor Freight this weekend, and I actually have a friend of mine who can clean it, and here I'll actually plan eventually wanting to get a GoPro. My friend here is being smoked out. I actually ended up cleaning this kettle a little bit better, and I needed to get a sander to actually sand the junk off of it. In fact, last time I was able to do pork rinds, and the pork rinds actually has made my bowl twice as dirty, twice as fast. So I'm debating about now getting a turkey fryer, as some people have suggested off of Facebook. The other thing too is, I'll talk about this in a video, my Facebook was permanently deleted for whatever reason. I have had my Facebook account since 2007, and I think for political reasons my Facebook account was deleted. At first they brought my account back, and I appealed, and then they deleted my account again. So anyways, my goal now is eventually after this week to maybe get a website. Also, I have a Patreon account where you can subscribe for $2.50 if you guys want to support my videos. I'll have new videos coming up here shortly. I'm also running out of ideas, and quite frankly, with the heat and everything, I've been kind of disgruntled with the health department. This one county in particular, I do a market on Thursdays. They want me to have a commercial kitchen, whereas the other counties do not. And I might want to do a video about that. But at this point, it's very frustrating to keep doing this business without a commercial kitchen. And I don't want to raise my prices. I really like my prices at $8 a bag. So anyways, guys, this is how I make the 4th of July video popcorn. We'll see here what it comes out as here in a minute. And it's a pretty bad video, actually, now that I'm looking at it. My helper actually ended up eating some cherry Flossine popcorn and got her eye swollen, and ended up finding out that she was allergic to cherry. So that is actually one of the problems here in this video. Also, she's a little short, so I might have to get a GoPro and figure out a way to do a top to down, like a bird's eye view of my video, so that way I can get the color out. Anyways, this is Kettle, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll show you guys what this looks like here. So you'll see here in this video that the way that the popcorn comes out, I do 8 cups. What I do for the sugar is I pour a full amount of sugar in, and for the bake, to do about half a box. And this is what it comes out as. It's disappointing, but it's still eye-catching, believe it or not. I don't know why it's still eye-catching. But here is the fast-forwarded version for the red, and this is the red Great Western box that I use. Now, if you guys, like I said, if there's any other way that I can do this and make it better, let me know. I don't know if people use food coloring. I don't know if people use food gel. And these are all the questions that I don't know about. Now, with the food gel and the food coloring, one of my questions that I've also had, and also I've heard people use Lorraine flavors to add, but I tried using Lorraine flavors and I threw it in the kettle, and all it did was burn. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to make this better, please let me know. But this has been a very difficult season for me so far. The health department and the wanting the commercial kitchen has really been a setback for me. I don't know if last year I made about $32,000 or so in sales, and I just don't know if justifying $500 a month for one commercial kitchen space for a license for one market is enough for me to do that market, or do I just do 2 or 3 markets and then do events and then keep it as it is? I also wanted to get into retail and into bars, but man, my anxiety is really bad with that, and I don't really have a good pitch. I honestly wish I had a coach and some sort of somebody to help me.
It has a vintage
know what to say to the right people to get a yes on this. I don't want to be going in and sit there and go to 20 places and look for a place to basically tell me no and then look at me like an idiot doing what am I doing here. But beyond that, with the farmers market, the ones that I do have, they're growing and their sales and I'm able to pay my bills. So at least this part here, and so with this market here, I'm able to put a little bit of cinnamon, and so. This is actually one of my helpers. My helper who's recording this said that I should call it a cotton candy mix. She actually said it looks vintage, and it actually does. It does a pretty good job. I call it a 4th of July mix. But anyways, guys, this has just been a really, really funky year. I'm also homesick a little bit. I love my place, but I don't really talk to my roommates, so I'm feeling kind of isolated and just overall funky. I don't know what's going on. But beyond that, I'm just thankful that I can still do my business. It's what I use to support myself. I'm thankful I don't live with my parents. But anyways, guys, if you had any questions about how to get around this health department thing here, it's just very frustrating. I want to do more markets. I want to do events, but again, it's like I'm under the cottage food law here. This is what the bag looks like here when it's finished. And so, if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. This is Kettle Corn, guys. Thanks a lot for supporting. Happy belated 4th, and thanks for watching.